Alright guys, and if you have not played this game, I recommend you go try it. It is on Steam, and it also is on Xbox, I know that for sure. On Xbox it shouldn't be 15, on Steam it's 15, but I don't think on Xbox it's going to be 15. So if you want to go check this out, go ahead and go check it out. It's really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and grab. So when you see me grab like these weapons right here that are actually sticking out, it's because they're actual weapons you can pick up and use. There's a part in the game where it's like a little place I can show you that has all the weapons and stuff, and you can go back, change your weapons and all that. There's also this little animal place you can go to, which allows you to choose animals, and there's animals in here that actually help you out with like killing people and boosting your stats and stuff. So we'll get into that a little bit later because, again, like I said, it's been a while since I played this. I know they hide. I do know that they hide usually in some interesting places, to say the least. So we shouldn't get the first one for a little while. Not sure, but we'll see. And I will tell you guys, I am playing on a PS4 controller. Yes, I do have a PS4. One game that I am looking forward to actually bringing you guys as a series is Mass Effect. I'm actually really looking forward to that game. It looks very good. Looks very fun. I've never actually played a full Mass Effect game, but I will. Especially this year. It looks really good. Now, interesting enough, if you did not know, the director from Mass Effect Andromeda went to Bungie Studios. If you didn't know that, he moved from, I don't know the studio for Mass Effect, but he moved from that studio and he went to Bungie Studio, their studio. So, what is there? Is there someone left? No, there's not. Okay. Let me just try to go over here, guys. Okay, so there's quite a bit of people over here. And, you know, I have been talking about, like, Destiny's been going down a little bit. You know, the content's gone down and all this stuff, and, you know, they're trying to bring content in and new people to create things. It's just, it's getting to that point to where it's like no one wants to play it. I don't blame them. It's a fun game, but it can get very, very repetitive. So they're gonna have to get some new people for Destiny 2. Okay, so we're gonna go to our little place. This is where, so the little arc to the left is where the animals are, and this is where the weapons are. So I don't know. I have a couple weapons, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now we don't actually have our power yet, and that character, this character that's smiting something. Interesting fact: you can actually unlock him. Not unlock him, but you have to pay for him. But it's worth it. He's, you know, there's some cool stuff in this game, like the character packs and stuff you can buy. It is very cool. Like, when I say I love this game, I really, really love this game. It's very addicting. And if I wasn't making a series, I'd probably finish the game by now. But I just was trying to save it for a new series because, you know, I figured why not? This is actually a very cool game. Very fun, very addictive. And I won't get bored as I'm doing this. So, I mean, benefits me and you. My next G Fuel mix will be up in probably a couple days. Try to get the quality of it to go up. I'm trying to bring in some new subs and some new viewers and all that stuff this month. So I'm starting like a little road to something. We can do like a road to 200, a road to 300, and then so on. I'm really looking forward to getting new people and subs and all that. I really want to be known on YouTube. Like, this is something I want to continue as a career. I want to continue photography, learn about that, learn about editing more, so I can make some really cool videos and all that. I'm gonna have to do some little tutorials and all that, and I'll figure out how to do all that stuff for you guys, so that way I can make some better content. But I assure you, it's not gonna be an overnight thing. It's gonna take a little while. I will have to look into it though, because like for Mass Effect and stuff, I'm gonna have to learn how to cut properly, because there's some stuff in there that I probably don't want to cut. So I need to kind of learn how to keep it. Oh, there's another weapon. See, this is their weapon. So this does the most damage. This is a kick. Okay. That is like a little twirl of the weapon, like that. Now, keep in mind, this is like a, this plugin I'm using to make the controller working, it's actually a Xbox adapter plugin, but it's not an Xbox controller, it just mimics that. And then that's how you get, and that's how it converts it, so it just basically says, oh yeah, it's an Xbox controller, even though it's not. But, it's fine. It's fine, guys. If you want to look that up, I'll try to find the actual website I used. I can't remember exactly. If you look up just like simply Xbox converter, Xbox controller plugin, it should pop up. I use that for some of my videos, like Super Mario 64. I use that for just a bunch of different games. CS:GO I do not use this for, because I actually got used to the gameplay mechanics with a keyboard. It's actually very fun, and I will continue doing CS:GO, but it's going to be a little while, because those videos take a little bit of you know, it's hard sometimes to like go back and edit something, and because the people you verse sometimes are very how do I say, either very good or just a bunch of douches. And when that happens, it's not very fun. And that's why sometimes I avoid uploading CS:GO, because generally the match is either not very fun or interesting, or it just sucks. So that's why sometimes I don't do it. But I'm trying to bring you guys the most enjoyable content. I don't want to put out something I don't feel that personally is just... If I don't feel like the content's good, or I don't want to play the game, I am not going to put the video up. And there's been a lot of YouTubers to say this. They say, if I don't feel comfortable playing, or if I don't feel comfortable doing this or that, they're not going to do it. And that's just me. It's like, if I don't feel comfortable doing something, I'm not going to do it. If I don't feel comfortable playing a game, if I don't want to play a game, I'm not going to play it. Unless you guys want to see it. I'll check it out. But if nothing happens, no one says anything, I'm not going to know, therefore I won't do anything for it. So, that's that. We'll move on to this next boss. There is one more boss, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the gameplay from there, because I don't want this to be like a very long video. These gameplays probably should last about 10 minutes at the latest, to be honest. Because I've played this game a lot. Me and my friend have beat this game so many times. It's not even funny how many times we beat this game. We absolutely enjoyed this game. It was very fun. It was that, and Call of Duty on the Xbox was very entertaining. Now, speaking of Call of Duty, hold on, let me kill this dude. There was a tweet that the guy sent to... Okay, I have to kill these dudes. That one of the dudes from Activision actually sent out, from Sledgehammer. And he basically said it will be boots on ground contact, but he didn't say boots on the ground contact. Like boots on the ground, just full on boots on the ground. I'm not very happy about how he worded that, because that kind of sounds like you're being a little bit... Either he's teasing or he's actually being serious. Now, I hope he's not being serious because everybody wants a boots on the ground, no jetpacks, nothing COD. And trust me, I want a COD that's boots on the ground, that goes back to the old era. It'd be very fun. I would very much enjoy that, but, you know, and that's one of the problems I have with COD now, is that it's futuristic. I honestly think that Activision takes control over its customers because, to be honest, I think they've gotten a little bit greedy. They don't exactly make the content for. Okay, the content's good. Don't get me wrong, but they don't. It's not as good as it was before. Is my whole point. It's just not there. And, you know, Activision partnered with Bungie a long time ago to make Destiny, and they have a 10-year contract with PlayStation, and I don't know the terms on the contract with Activision. But I will say I'm not the biggest fan of them partnering with Activision, just because for many reasons. For one, the contract they had to sign. Here's another reason. They want money. That's all they want. I honestly think that they've gotten to that point to where they're like, oh, we've made enough money, or we've made enough enjoyable content, let's get serious and make more money. Well, if you make the game enjoyable, you wouldn't have that problem. And that's the whole entire argument I have with Activision and its community, is it's so sad because it's almost gotten to where it's like they don't really care as much as they used to care, and you know, the Nintendo Switch just came out. That's another console. It's kind of like, you know, because the thing I've heard, or the thing it's just, to be honest, Nintendo's never been that console or that thing that I've never been really attached to too much. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Mario games and all that. Super Mario 64 was my game, dude. It was very fun. And I played, again, the living crap out of that game. But the problem is Nintendo is not known for their graphics. They're more known for their game styles and their games. They're not known for graphics whatsoever. Like, okay, the graphics are good and all that, but they're not like Xbox or PlayStation, because that's not what they're focused on. They're focused on the narrative of telling stories and all that stuff, but they're not focused on like graphics as much as they should be. Now, what my point is being is, like, you can make good games at the same time as having good graphics